Hey friends, and welcome back to the Destined for Kevin show. I'm your host Kevin, and today we'll be discussing the Grand Budapest Hotel. Let's start off with a brief summary. In the 1930s, the Grand Budapest Hotel is a popular European ski resort, presided over by concierge Gustav H. Zero, a junior lobby boy, becomes Gustav's friend and protege. Gustav prides himself on providing first-class service to the hotel's guests, including satisfying the sexual needs of the many elderly women who stay there. When one of Gustav's lovers dies mysteriously, Gustav finds himself the recipient of a priceless painting and the chief suspect in her murder. Let's move to a few factors from the film, starting with time period. A time period relates to when the film was said to have taken place. In this case, the movie took place in the 1930s. They did a few things right and one huge thing wrong. Let's start off with how they did it right. They dressed as if they were in the 1930s, and they also talked very much so like you would in the 1930s. The writer even added the rise in Nazi Germany for historical accuracy. You can tell the writer was trying to disguise it, but it's kind of obvious. Now we can move on to the huge mistake. Towards the start of the movie, we see a concierge is administering modern CPR, which was not invented until the 1960s. And then, on top of that, promotion for non-medical professionals did not start until the 1970s. Why is that important? That is 40 years after this movie was set to have taken place. Next, let's move on to acting. Acting relates to how well an actor can portray a role. In this case, they chose some hilarious actors who I believe let their true colors show at some points. And then writing. Writing relates to how a writer brings their imagination to life. You can tell that the writer took time to ensure the storyline fit together well and even gave us some hilarious moments that kept us on the edge of our seats. One of these moments being when Gustav H. is switching the painting out. Zero grabs another painting from the side, and that one was a depiction of two females engaging in intercourse. It was kind of funny, caught us off guard. We all laughed a little bit. And then I also had a factor that was a mixture of acting and writing, because I wasn't quite sure if it was scripted or if it was purely improv by Ralph Fiennes, the actor behind Gustav H. When accused of murdering his lover, he takes off running from the police. It was unexpected, and I laughed at it. And then, finally, we have our recommendation. I would say that I recommend this movie. However, I only recommend it to adults. There are some moments in this movie that I believe are not suited well for children. Thank you for tuning in to the Destined for Kevin show. See you next time, folks.